Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch me. My name is Daisy, and if you're coming across this video or my channel for the first time, all right, so today we're going to be talking about how you can apply for your permanent residency if you have a baby or you just got married. Okay, for those of you that don't know, when you have a baby in Brazil, you're automatically eligible as a parent of that child to you are automatically eligible for permanent residency in Brazil, and subsequently, like a year after you get your permanent residency, you are eligible for the Brazilian citizenship. But you must learn the language. Okay, the language is a very important requirement when it comes to acquiring citizenship in Brazil. Citizenship, not residency. With residency, permanent residency, you don't necessarily need the language, but when it comes to citizenship, you must learn the language. Okay, it is very important for you to learn the language. Now, so let's get right into how you can apply for your permanent residency. Okay, so I am a mother to a Brazilian child. We are originally from Nigeria, so she's Nigerian Brazilian. She's first a Nigerian before a Brazilian. Some people will argue with me, no, she was born here, so she's a Brazilian. You know, Brazilians don't even want to hear it. They don't care if you're a foreigner. They just ask you, where are you from? They know you're a foreigner already because you cannot speak the language, right? But they look at the baby in your hand, they'll be like, Brasileira. Like, they just want to claim that baby. They don't care where you're originally from. But I care where I'm originally from. I'm from Nigeria, and she's a Nigerian. And I don't know, for those people that say she's a Brazilian, I say she's a Nigerian Brazilian. All right, so anyway, so I'm the mother of a Brazilian child and Nigerian Brazilian child. And yeah, so this is how I applied for mine. This is how I applied for my my resident permit. The first thing I did was apply for Nigerian police report. Okay, there is a website, the Nigerian police website. You need to go register. You create an account. When you create an account, and then you follow the steps for you to ask for criminal record. Okay, it is very important that you get criminal record from your home country where you are originally from. All right, this is the first major step, criminal record. Okay, so don't be a criminal anywhere you are in the world, in your country, anywhere you are in the world, because this might affect you in any situation in life as time goes on. You don't know what you've been needing your clean record for, so you need to be very careful. Now, the website, I'm going to put the website, the Nigerian police website, somewhere here so that you can access it, and also check my description box below. Every necessary link that I will be talking about in this video will be put in my description box. Okay, now when you request for a police report, like I said, you create an account and you follow the steps. It's very easy. It's not difficult at all. You don't even need anyone to do it for you. I did myself. Okay, so you create an account, you register your name, everything, fill in information you'll be needing. You'll be needing your NIN, that number. It's very important. You'll be needing a phone number and all of that stuff. It's not difficult. And then when you're done filling your form, request, especially if you're living abroad, this is very important and vital for people living abroad already. To get a police report in Nigeria, somebody living abroad, you have to choose the option that says diaspora meaning you are not in Nigeria. So for the process is a little bit different for those living in Nigeria already that needs a police report, and also different for those living outside, a little bit outside Nigeria. Okay, so for you living outside Nigeria, choose the diaspora option. With that diaspora option, you wouldn't be needing to go to their office on an appointment day to fingerprints. They would send you documents where you can fingerprint, and then you send it back to them. They assess it, and if it's okay by them, then they send you your criminal record. Okay, it's that simple. Now, after you have registered, apply for it, choosing yourself as a diasporan, the next step is to pay. You make payments, which is 30,000 naira. Okay, I paid 30,000 naira as of December, or was it November 2023? All right, so I don't know what the situation is now, but this is 2023 November. Okay, is it October? I started October. Okay, I made this payment in October. So should in case there's another update now regarding the fee, I am not sure. but I know it cannot pass 30,000-40,000. Even if they want to increase it, it cannot be more than between 30 to 50,000. But I paid 30,000 online. All right, so after payment, you wait. You can also go check the process, where your process is on their website, on the account you created, using your password and your email to open, and then you see your situation. And they are supposed to get back to you between 2 to 3 days. Okay, 2, 3, 4 days highest. If they don't get back to you within that period of time, you need to send them an email. I'm going to be putting their email somewhere. Okay, and also in my description box. Okay, I've told you every necessary link, emails will be put in my description box. All right, so send them an email telling them about your situation. You've made payment. Send them your account number, like not account number for banks, like the account you created in the Nigerian police portal. They will need that number to find you, to see, okay, yeah, this person has paid, this person has done this, this person has done that. So once they see that you're good, even if they've not responded to you on the portal, they will reply to you in that same email telling you to go ahead. They will send you the forms. They will tell you to send you your identity if you are abroad. Okay, if you're abroad, they will tell you to send your identity of the country you live in. In my case, I sent my Brazilian identity card because I was on an asylum ID card then. Okay, I had a temporary residency in Brazil, which is the asylum ID card, and I sent it to them. And as soon as I sent it to them, they confirmed that. They don't take time at all. The same day, you might even be getting all the responses you're requesting. So immediately I sent to them, they replied me on that same day. They sent me forms to fill, put in my thumbprint on it, to print in my fingerprints, do my fingerprinting, and fill the form. It's not much at all. It's very simple. Put all your fingerprint in it and then send it back to them. Make sure it's very clear, not mashy. Make sure, maybe I'll try to make a copy of mine, and I'll put it somewhere there for you to see how it should look like. All right, so now next step is, as soon as you're done with the police report thing, the next step is to take that police report, send it to Abuja for authentication. Okay, authentication. For those of you that are abroad, you don't know, if you have a family in Abuja, just now as soon as you're done sending them everything they need, the fingerprint, thumbprints, everything through that form they sent to you, the next step will be for them to send you your police report signed and approved. All right, so next step is, remember the validity is 3 months, so you need to be very fast. It must not expire before you submit all your documentations to the Brazilian government or authorities for the process of your permanent residence. Okay, permanent residence ID card. That 3 months must not elapse. So whatever you're doing, you have to be very, very fast in gathering all your documents before the 3 months expires. All right, so once the police report is sent to you, the next step is you have to authenticate it in Abuja, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs only. All right, so if you have somebody in Abuja, from your email, just send it to the person in Abuja. All right, to help you take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to authenticate it. It is not expensive to authenticate. But if you don't have somebody, in my case, I didn't have somebody that lives in Abuja. What I did is somebody introduced me to somebody that helped me now do it. I had to pay. I paid 8,000 naira. Okay, so my document was authenticated. Glory be to God. The same person that introduced this man to me was able to help me receive it when it was ready. All right, so if you have a family, if you don't know anyone that can help you, you can send me, drop your comment in the comment section. I will help you with the number of the man that did mine, took it to Abuja and then brought it back. And then my friend in Nigeria took it and helped me send it to Brazil. All right, so if you don't have anyone, let me know. If you have a family in Abuja, just forward it from your email to the person in Abuja to take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to authenticate for you and return it back to you in Brazil. Now I use DHL to return it back to myself in Brazil. All right, DHL was what I used. But if you know somebody traveling to Brazil, you can just give it to the person to bring it for you, so you don't have to spend that much money. I paid around, the person who did it for me told me around 80,000 or something like that. but I think it's between 75 upwards, like that. Okay, 1,000 naira. All right, so that's a lot of money. But to send it back to you, don't forget, as soon as it's authenticated in Abuja, the next step is for you to get that copy back to you. All right, in Brazil or anywhere you are in the country, anywhere you are, anywhere in any country. Okay, this is still the same process to get police report back to you. So after the process, when you get your police report, authenticated police report in Brazil, the next step is for you to send it to the Nigerian embassy in Brasilia, Brazil. Brasilia is a city, Brazil is a country, so there is Brasilia inside Brazil, so don't get it mixed. So now we have the Nigerian embassy in Brasilia, Brazil. So once it gets to you, the next step is to call, because what I did is I went online, Googled Nigerian embassy Brasilia. I got the number of the Nigerian embassy in Brazil and I called them. So when I called them, I told them my situation. I have my authenticated police report. I want to proceed with my resident permit. What should I do? So the next step was, the person I called transferred me to one of the immigration workers. Is that man, Mr. Abdullah, is in charge of, they might assign somebody else to you, I don't know, but this man is Mr. Abdullah, the one that was assigned to me to cater for my need and think what I need to do. He was the one in charge of telling me what I needed to do, how to do it, when to do it. So I contacted Mr. Abdullah. So they gave me they transferred the phone to Mr. Abdullah. I spoke to Mr. Abdullah, and then Mr. Abdullah gave me his number, WhatsApp number, where you have to communicate, where I communicated with him, and then he told me everything I needed to do. Okay, now you have to write a letter requesting an authentication of your police report. They have to approve your authentication. That one you have authenticated in Nigeria, they still have to authenticate it right here in Brasilia, Nigerian Embassy Brasilia in Brazil. And then you write a letter. After you write a letter, this was what was told to me. I'm just telling you my process, and it might likely be closely the same. You write a letter and then requesting for an authentication of a police report. All right, then you send. You use courier. It's not expensive. I paid around 35 reals. If you want express, I think it's around 40, 45 or something like that for express to get there. It gets there this next day anyway. Whether you pay for express or ordinary, it gets there the next day. But the difference between the express is, express means fast. Express gets some couple of hours. It gets there a couple of hours earlier than the ordinary one. But I didn't pay for express because there was no need for express. So I paid around 38 reals. So it got there the next day. Mr. Abdullah confirmed to me that it got there. And then you have to pay, I think 150 reals for something in the bank for the process. I think processing fee. You pay 150 reals. That is different from you paying for your courier service to take it there. 35 reals, okay? So it takes approximately 1 to 2 weeks for it to be ready. Mine took 2 weeks, so I waited. So don't worry, Mr. Abdullah or whatever or whoever will explain to you exactly what they want from you. But he told me I should write a letter. He told me what again? I should attach my police report with the receipts that came from the Foreign Affairs in Abuja. Everything, just compile it. Don't remove the receipts. Don't remove anything. Put everything together. Send to them. So after 2 weeks time, you have to address the letter. They will tell you what to do. You address the letter to Mr. Abdullah. You write the address of where you're living. You write the address of, the embassy on the envelope. Anyway, moving forward, when you're done with that, you now wait 1 to 2 weeks. When that is ready, Mr. Abdullah contacts you, tells you it's ready. They will stamp your police report behind, I think, and then they would write a letter for you from the embassy stating that you're Nigerian, your mother is this, your mother is that. They would just acknowledge that you are Nigerian, and yes, the police report is real, blah blah blah. They shall write everything. They write it in Portuguese, and then they send to you after 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, when it gets to you back, they send it through. Then you have to send some money. They will tell you to send money for them to send it back to you. So they might ask you between 90 to 100 reals to send it back to you. In my case, I think Mr. Abdullah told me to send 90 reals. In another person's case, a lady that I put through the same situation, they asked her to pay 100. So it's in between that range. Now, when it gets back to you, the next step is for you to go and translate. You have to translate your police report. Okay? Translate your police report. There is a place that you have to translate your document in registered places. There are registered organizations that are legalized by the government. Don't just take it to anybody to go and translate. They have a seal of authorization. So you need to be careful who you patronize. If you don't have anyone to help you, to show you, you are new, you don't know where to go, let me know in the comment section. I will send to you the place I did mine, the address, their phone number, and then you go there. A copy cost me 100 reals. One copy. Okay, so I sent my police report. What else did I translate? I think it was only my police report, because the other letter that came from the embassy was already in Portuguese, so there was no need for translation. So after translating, the next step is for you to gather all other documents. Okay, like the police report from Brazil is part of the documentation. Now you have to make sure that the federal, you get a police report from the federal and the state you live in. They must ascertain that you're not a criminal in the state you live in, and also they must ascertain that you're not a criminal in the whole of Brazil. So those two police reports is highly needed. Okay, so you'll be needing your passport. Make sure your passport is not expired, because mine was expired, and that's another story for another day. The stress I went through to go renew my passport in Brasilia, that same embassy, man, I don't know what to say. But make sure your passport is not expired. You'll be needing your passport, you'll be needing the photo, you'll be needing police report from Nigeria, legalized, authorized by the Nigerian embassy, by the foreign affairs in Nigeria. You'll be needing police report from here, federal and state. Now, to achieve this, there are websites you need to go to achieve this, to apply for them online. And now, in order for you to continue your process, the next step will be there's a form you need to fill. There's some forms you need to fill. You have to go on their website. On their website, I'm going to put the website somewhere around there, or check the description box below to access the link. Now, when you click on their website, you have to fill all the forms necessary. You have to choose family reunion. Family reunion. Under family reunion, you will be able to see all the necessary forms you need to fill. Print them out, and it's going to be part of what you're going to submit. Okay, family reunion. When you go to their website, choose family reunion, because your child is a family and she's reuniting you together. She's helping you get your documents, so that is why it's called family reunion. All right, so if you cannot do this last stage on your own, okay, you think you cannot do it, there are organizations that can help you for free. They help immigrants. Their job is to help immigrants achieve anything. Refugees, immigrants, although immigrants become refugees, but if you're an immigrant and you didn't choose the option of being a refugee, you are still a foreigner anyway. So whether you are an immigrant, you decided to take refugee, you become a refugee. So refugee, immigrant, or ordinary immigrant, they help people to achieve goals, to be able to settle in Brazil, to be able to be part of the country. They help people process anything you want to do. Even when you get to the stage where you want to do your passport, you cannot go forward, they are there to help you. So I'm going to be putting the list of organizations that you can go to here, that they can help you do this last stage if you cannot achieve it. But the other stages, they might not do all that. They will expect you to bring to them your authenticated police report that has gone through all the processes. You bring to them. Your child's birth certificate is going to be part of it. part of the requirement, because that's who you're using it. So in case of marriage, you'll be needing those things from your wife or your husband. Okay, it's just the other way around. So if it's your child you're using, all these documents will be, you will need all your child's documents. If it's marriage, all your wife's or your husband's marriage, all your husband documents. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be putting, check my description box as well. I'm going to be putting the organization you can access, for example, CRY, ADUS, Caritas, organizations like this. They are there to help you, immigrants, in every way. If you have problems, go to them. They will solve them for you. Do you understand? That is why they are there. They are non-governmental organizations that cater to the need of foreigners, immigrants, in order for you to be able to settle in the country very well. They welcome you. All right, so do not forget all I've talked about. If you have more questions for me, put it down in the comment section below. If there are any other thing I haven't mentioned, I'm going to pin it in the comment section so that you can read about them. But if you ask questions also, I'll be there. If you have more serious question, you can send me messages on Instagram and I will be there to respond as well. So do not forget, it's not a stressful, it can be a stressful process gathering all your documents. And as soon as you're done with all your documentation and everything, you need to book an appointment. Okay, let's assume you do everything yourself, you didn't go through these organizations. You need to book an appointment. On your appointment day, take all your documents, take everything. See, on the day I was going, I packed anything document. From the day I was born, I just packed it because I don't want to get there and they're telling me, oh, this is missing, that is missing. Do you understand me now? So I took everything with me. Everything that represents documents in my life, I took along with me on that, so that you don't have to forget anything. So go book an appointment. On your appointment day, you have to go to their website. I think the Policia Federal website in Lapa. You know Lapa, there's a place called Lapa. That is where their immigrant police station is, where they attend to immigrants and all of that stuff. Lapa, it's called Lapa. So there's a website you need to access to book an appointment. But if you're going through these organizations, after they've helped you to fill all the forms online, to get your police, they will help you get your police report, Brazil police report, federal and state, and they will also help you book an appointment. Okay, so when they book this appointment for you, okay, the appointments are usually faster and closer. If you book by yourself, you're booking normal. It can be far away. If you're lucky, you can get it close. But with these organizations, they have slots. So things are easier for when people are struggling to get appointments. They already have appointments. They have slots ready for immigrants. They have their slots. Okay, all the organizations, not just one. Okay, Caritas, ADUS, CRY, all of them. There are many of them. So I'm going to be putting them somewhere for you to see so that you can access them. Just go to them. When you get them, I want to apply for my permanent residency. I don't know how to go. They would readily be ready to assist you. They will tell you what to bring from your home country, which is all I've talked about. And then the rest they will handle. And on your appointment day, make sure you are there before time. There is no story. Brazil doesn't allow 1 minute late, 5 minutes late. That's the end of it, okay? In some cases, you might be lucky, they might look past. But be there before time or on time exactly. All right, so like I said, if you have questions for me, put it down in the comment section below. If there's anything I don't remember, I'm going to pin it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching me. It has been amazing talking to you guys. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you want to know, and I'll be right here to reply you. Thank you again. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye bye.